You just married, and the excitement is high. You get into the car with your new partner and feed your GPS with the location of a garden resort for your honeymoon. Before you know what's happening, the GPS has led you and your spouse to a lifeless, houseless, endless desert. I hope that doesn't happen to you. But if it does, the most probable cause would be due to a flip in the Earth's magnetic field. Here's how and why it may happen. Besides, the known and well-recognized guardian of our dear Earth, called the ozone layer, is the Earth's magnetic field. This invisible shield protects us from harmful radiations and helps us in several other areas. We often hear of campaigns against global warming and the depletion of the ozone layer. But hey, have you ever given thought to what could happen if the other post guard, the Earth's magnetic field, loses energy and becomes weak and flips off its poles? Composition. This magnetic field of the Earth is created by the continuous flow of the liquid ions in the Earth's core. The field shields us from burning radiations and harmful mass electrons from the Sun and space. If you are a fan of Elon Musk's SpaceX and NASA, they're amazing spacecrafts, and the information we receive from them, it is worth noting that the invisible force behind those amazing things is the Earth's magnetic field. Interesting, right? The Earth's magnetic field is very useful. Cycle. However, the field flips over its poles every 200,000 years.
786,000 years ago, the Earth's magnetic field flipped, and it's remained constant ever since.
Although the reason for this cyclical flip may be unknown, it is attributed to a weakening of the strength of the field. But for 780,000 years now, the occasional flipping has not been observed. But scientists reveal that the rate at which the Earth's magnetic field is weakening is about 3.5 times the usual, which implies that a possible event of the magnetic field flipping is knocking at the doors of the Earth. How would this flipping affect us, since there has been a radical change in its schedule and its occasional periods of occurrence now? Would the effect be 3.5 times as impactful, or will we experience the normal effect rate? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Did the world come to an end when the flip last occurred? No.
Obviously, flips like this have occurred several times throughout Earth's history.
This only means it would not as well end this time. However, it would definitely affect some aspects of our lives. You don't have to imagine it. We have covered it in this video, and we will talk about it in a brief moment. Please remember to subscribe to our channel for truly captivating and informative content. Let there be darkness. A flip in the Earth's magnetic field could greatly affect the power grids. That is to say, when the magnetic field flips, the entire nations and the areas of the world that use the power which relies on satellite timing systems would lose power and abide in darkness. These flipped magnetic rays will not have to affect every single power grid for this global power outage, and it will need to hit just one, any one of them, really. And like a bad nut among good ones, a ripple effect will be created, which will cause these grids to shut down. This is because their high and close connections are connected. If you thought the biblical darkness existent at the beginning of creation was just a story, this occurrence might cause you to immediately change your mind. Directional Frenzy. The flip in the Earth's magnetic poles would not just affect humans, the Google Map, and our phone's GPS. It would also affect the internal biological compass of animals. Some animals also depend on the Earth's magnetic fields, such as birds, turtles, whales, and others, to find their way around during times of migration and important seasons.
Evidence from two separate studies, one looking at zebra finches and the other at European robins, found that some migrating birds have proteins in their eyes that give them a sort of sixth sense, allowing them to detect the Earth's magnetic field.
Remember the couple we spoke of at the beginning of this video? If they are fortunate, some birds might also miss their way and join them in that desert, singing and keeping them company till, by some miracle, they were found. Back to the Stone Age. Thirdly, let's take a look at what would happen in space in the case of such a rare event. A flip in the magnetic field would cause the many unshielded radiations from the Sun to destroy our satellites. 780,000 years ago, there were no satellites in space, hence the world witnessed no significant effect in that department. However, in our case, where everything is technology-based, Just imagine what would happen if this incident destroyed all the Earth's satellites. Our world without phones, laptops, televisions, the internet, and social media. I think that would be ruinous. What's your take? If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. And if you feel the world would be a better place without it, let us know by hitting the thumbs down button. Anti-climatic mutations. Finally on Earth, the cosmic radiations would cause mutations in the cells and genes of both humans and animals. No, we wouldn't exactly turn into mutants. Diseases like cancer, however, especially that of the skin, would be more common than the common cold or flu. And remember, our technologies would be gone then. Hence, treatment would be far from reach. The high radiations would also make certain parts of the Earth unable to support life. Do you see? You now know the ozone layer is not the only superforce saving our world. The Earth's magnetic field equally does so for us, if not more. A quick one, you need not panic, because the flip will certainly not happen now, at least not in our time. Until we come your way next time with another thrilling video, a quick piece of advice, maybe you shouldn't depend entirely on your phone's GPS to drive you to your honeymoon. You never know what might happen. If you enjoyed this video, remember to share it with your friends